Now, while the Chinese Premier Chang Li wraps up his three-day visit, we've got to ask the question of whether China's actually played Australia off a break when it comes to missile defence procurements. We shared with you last week Jonathan Lea's exclusive report about the local defence company trying to acquire a major missile manufacturer that would allow an Aussie company to make strike weapons right here. Well, today Lee has revealed that with China napping, with Canberra napping, I should say, China looks like swooping. Let's cross live to Jonathan Lea now. John, you've got your hands on a letter from China that gets to the bottom of all this.
Yeah, Chris, it's not often you end up getting your hands effectively on what is a letter from one government to a defence minister of another nation, but that's exactly what we've got here. It lays out China's very clear attempt and effort and interest in acquiring Avibras. It's significant because it's a Brazilian missile manufacturer with 50 to 60 years worth of experience in making rockets and missiles. DefendTex, an Aussie company, wants to buy it and has been trying to acquire it for 18 months to bring that asset to Australia, to give us the sort of sovereign capability we can only dream about and intend on spending tens of billions of dollars to manufacture with the assistance of the United States. The frustration, though, is that our government, the Commonwealth, won't give it the $70-odd million needed to wrap up this deal. Now time's running out. Have a listen to the boss of DefendTex. We caught up with him en route to Europe, where he's trying to now get another government to assist to effectively keep this out of China's hands. It's becoming a national security issue.
For the life of me, I cannot understand why we wouldn't do this. When you look at it across the political, the financial, the business, the strategic, all of the interests come back positive. It's one of those rare opportunities where there is no downside for Australian government.
Yeah, fascinating stuff. A fascinating and intriguing story, John. Just tell us, to what extent, how do we weigh up the extent to which this could be the company, of course, pushing its own commercial interests, and also understand whether this is exactly the sort of missile capability that matches our defence needs? How can we be confident that Canberra's weighing up both of those things adequately?
Well, the big problem we have at the moment is that Canberra, effectively the government, the Defence Minister and the Defence Industry Minister, isn't responding to calls from this government to discuss, from this company to discuss the issue to start with. Of course, the company itself, DefendTex, has its own commercial interests in acquiring this. But what it would actually be is a truly locally owned company which would create missiles, not just in Brazil, but set up a facility in Australia. And it's the sort of sovereign industry we would need if we would ever have problems putting the missiles together that we're trying to team up with the United States with. We spoke to a couple of defence leaders locally. This is what they had to say about the issue.
Why are we not backing Australian-owned companies, and why are we not actually taking the risk to buy up and invest in this kind of technology? It's clearly a robust company that the Australian company is looking at, so why would we not want to invest in it?
Our government is going to be spending about $100 billion on guided weapons and missiles over the next couple of decades if we stay in peace. And it's likely the best we're going to do is assemble some American ones here. This is an opportunity to have some real sovereign missile manufacturing technology and capability that will make us more secure.